If you are not using Claude Code skills, you are not using full potential of Claude Code. Today I will show you that how Claude Code skills can make your Claude Code way better than it is right now. And I'm damn sure you will fall in love with Claude Code skills after that. Because we are going to learn what is Claude skills, how to use them, what are the type of the Claude skills are, and how you can use them in real project. And I will show you the live demo here in front of you. Now, there are two types of Claude skills. One is project based and the second one is personal. Means you can create skills for a project specific thing or you can create skills for your all project. For example, if you want to teach Claude Code how to design a good landing page, you can create a skill for that. It's like having a recipe. You write it once and you can repeat it how many times you want. So they're the same thing. You are teaching Claude how to do a specific task repetitively. And that's why skills are so important because Claude have their own limitations. But by using skills, we can open a lot of potential. So right now I am inside my project, which is my app, and we are going to use this project to understand the skills. If you want to understand the entire history behind the project and all other topics which I have covered, I highly recommend to go through all the videos in the Claude Code series. So first of all, let's run the project. I can either ask Claude Code to run this particular project or I can run a base command by just putting out this particular sign and typing npm dev. It will run my project. So as you can see, it is saying your project is started, and I think we can see our project at localhost 3000 as you can see here also. By the way, one hint here, if you want to make sure that this npm dev is running and we can use the Claude Code, you just have to use Control B and it will go in the background and it will not interrupt the npm dev or the local server we are running to run this project. So here is how right now our platform look like. I can just come here and say hi and it will respond us with 3 AI tools like ChatGPT, Gemini and Claude. It is like a AI aggregator. Again, if you want to understand in depth how we are right now here, you can watch the entire series. Now, I really like this project, but I am not a big fan of the UI it look like. So I want to improve the front end of this particular app because I want to improve the front end design. But I don't want to write 200-page guideline or neither I am expert in the front end design. So what we can do? Yes, we can use front end skills. There are two ways we can use skills. One way is creating by our own skills and the second way is using skills which is created by other people. First of all, we are going to use that. So if you type / and plugin here, hit enter, you will see there are a lot of plugins available around 119, and if you want you can also integrate marketplaces like skill.sh from Versal where you have a lot of skills right available there. So right now it's only Anthropic. You can enter on this ad marketplace and do the steps, but I don't think so you need that because most important skills are available here. So I will go on the search bar, and if you don't know how I am navigating, I am using arrow keys. Like if I want to go on the right side, I am using right arrow key. If I want to go below, I am using down arrow key. If I have to go up, I am using up arrow key. So I hope you got it. So now I am going to use a front end skill. So I will write front end. So as you can see, I have a front end design. I will use the arrow key and select this particular skill. And once it's select, I can install it for you. There are a lot of things as I mentioned earlier that you can install it on the project basis or user basis. If you install it on user base, you will see this particular skills around all of your project. If you want to do it for a particular project, like in the second option, you can do it also. You can also install in the local scope, means for this repo only on open hall page and all other options. But I think the most important one is first one and second one. If you think the skill you will use again and again, then you can do it on user scope. But if you think that skill is only required in this particular project, you can install it for the project only. And this will be available to all the people who are maintaining this repository or using this code base. So I will install it for myself as a user because I know I am going to use it in every project. So I will install it. As you can see, front end design is installed and I can just reload plugins and make sure everything is applied. And as you can see, there is a one plugin which is our design skill. Now if you notice one thing, it is showing like 0 skills. It is because right now front end design is counted as a plugin, not a skill, but it is a skill because we have not done it through manual way and we use a plugin. But if you do it in manually way, like copy what is written in this plugin and go to this particular Claude, then create another folder skills, then put out your skill name and then skill.md, it will show you the skill here. So don't worry about them. The plugin is there and it is a skill. You can verify it. And this thing is officially coming from Anthropic, so you can trust them. I will show you how you can create the skills manual way. Don't worry about that. But right now I am going to ask Claude Code that I don't like the front end design. Can you improve it, please? And now if you see it here, it will use our front end design skill. As you can see, skill front end design successfully loaded as a skill. Right now, Claude Code gonna use this particular front end design skill and create entire design based on this particular skill. And if you don't know what is in this particular front end design, in these skills, most of the time there are set of instructions which is written down, like what a good design look like, and instructions for AI to things to avoid, things to do, and a lot more stuff related to design specifically. So now AI can build really good front end by using this particular design, because this particular design skill is designed by someone who have a lot of design experience and know how to use AI to design great front end. So I think it's really crazy and everyone should use these skills. While it's working here, I can also show you how you can create your own skills. Either you can ask Claude Code to do that, or you can go in this particular Claude. I will create a new folder here, call it skills. And after that, you have to write down the skill name which you want to create. For example, I want to create a security skill, right? And inside it, you have to create a skill.md file. And once I hit enter, you will see that a new file is open, and now you can write all the instructions here. Now it is asking me to change something in global.css to change the design. I will say yes. So it can change and improve my design. And once it's done working, I will also show you that a new skill is created. Earlier it is showing 0 skills. Now it should show 1 skill, because we have created a skill folder here and we have created a skill also there. Of course, there is nothing in that skill, because when you are creating a skill, it should be well written. So you can ask Claude Code if you want to create a skill, or if you are someone who is expert in something, you can create your own skill. And here you can explain all the rules you want AI to follow and all the workflows you want AI to follow. And of course, you can always use Claude Code to create skills. One pro tip here, you can use / by the way to chat while it's walking. Yes, and it will not interrupt your main conversation which is happening here. You can just ask questions if you have. For example, I can ask like, can you create a skill for me? While it's walking, as you can see, we are not interrupting it. It's walking and we can ask the questions. One thing to note here is that plugins and skills are same. If you ask me technically that is there no difference, of course there is a difference. That in plugin is like a cookbook. There are multiple skills can be in a plugin, but most of the time we are using interconnected and they work very same way. Now as you can see, Claude is done working with front-end skill, and now it redesigned the entire front-end for us. And as you can see, here is the entire front-end look like. And to be honest, it's way better than the earlier one. I really like especially the animation I see, especially the like this particular thing, the send button here and ask anything, this one here, and all of these things are looking good. The only complaint I have is like that this text is not looking great here, but all other things are really good. Compare AI response side by side, and this is amazing. And let me ask a particular question, and there's you can see these animations and everything in different color, and you can see this looking really good. Of course, you can always ask if you want few changes. You can just take any screenshot from here, and you can just ask, go here and can do Control V, and you will paste a screenshot here and you can ask question, right? And you can always change things you want. Okay, so at the end I ask Claude Code for this particular description in this skill.md file, so I can show you how you can create skills manually. Under skills I have security skill.md, then you have to add these signs, name of the skills, description of the skills, and then all the things you want to perform and all the rules you want AI to follow. And now if I do the reload plugins, I will say a skill here. Okay, at the end I just ask Claude Code to fill out all this information, so I can show you how you can write your custom skills. And so here is the format. You have to add these signs here, name of the skill and description of the skills. After that you can write out all the instruction you want that AI to follow. And once it's done, you can now use this particular skills, and whenever Claude need to perform any task related to this skill, and will do the work according to your rules. So this is all about the skills. Now a lot of people are confused between skills, Claude.md and / commands. So I want to clarify all of them. So a Claude.md file is for an entire project, and it loads every time a new session starts, no matter what is going on, right? but skills are very dynamic. They only load in Claude and used when they require. If like for 10 days you don't need your front end skill, Claude will never use it. But maybe on the 11th day you need it and Claude will automatically use it. You don't have to mention it that use that particular skill if you are working related to that skill. And the third thing is slash commands. Now slash commands are specifically built for your prompt. Like whenever you are prompting, you can use slash command to not write long prompts, and instead of that you can create a slash command, or you can use pre-built slash command to express a very important thing in a very short manner. So the use case of each of them is very different, and if you want to understand more about slash command and Claude.md, I have already created the videos. Please go and check out them in this particular series. I hope you really like this video and enjoy how skills work, how you can create your own skills through the manual way, through the automatic way, and how you can use skills in your real project. If you really like this video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and like this video. That help me grow this channel and motivate me to create more videos like this. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep exploring the world. Bye bye.